Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, a recovery center in the Tri-Cities is still in the works. Tonight we're talking about when officials hope to have those doors open and why some of you are seeing some hazy smoke in the area. We're talking about how fires in Oregon could be affecting our air quality.
And I'm tracking thunderstorms in the Northeast Oregon area tonight and when you can expect to see some rainfall in our area. That's all coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Yakima County's law enforcement officers held a ribbon cutting today to celebrate the opening of the long-awaited Yakima Valley Local Crime Lab. This is located at the Sheriff's Office substation in Zillah. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell reports it's making history as the first locally run crime lab in the state of Washington.
Yakima County is known by some for its apples, hops, and wines, but for others,
we're known for some of the things that aren't so pleasant.
High rates of violent crime difficult to address when local law enforcement can't get evidence processed fast enough to put suspects behind bars before they strike again.
State Patrol is just so overloaded with submissions that the DNA can take months, even a year or more to get.
But with the new Yakima Valley Local Crime Lab, it'll just be a matter of hours.
Otherwise, investigations stall. They wait. They get stale. Witnesses disappear.
The lab, run by 2 analysts and a lab manager, and outfitted to analyze firearms evidence collected from shooting scenes.
Put them into this NIBIN system, and what that does is it will be able to give associations to other shooting scenes to investigators in a timely manner.
If that gun has been used in other places, we're going to know where.
They'll also have the ability to analyze more cell phone evidence. But the biggest get, a rapid DNA machine to confirm or rule out suspects within hours.
If it's a homicide and we have 3 people of interest, and then we have a DNA that we pulled from the crime scene, then we can compare that to them. We're not going to be able to use the state database right away. It's looking at least 18 months before the state will be ready.
A match at the local crime lab, enough to make an arrest, but not to convict.
If it goes to court, that DNA still goes off to the State Patrol Crime Lab.
The sheriff says once they get into the swing of things, there will be a clear metric they can use to tell if the crime lab is successful.
We're short-handed, we're underfunded, and by working together, though, we can overcome some of those hurdles so that we all can enjoy the case clearances getting better.
The sheriff says they're already able to use the NIBIN and cell phone technology, but are still waiting on the rapid DNA machine. In Zillah, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, the crime lab is funded for the next couple of years thanks to a more than $2 million American Rescue Plan Act grant from the county, but they are still looking for additional funding to make sure that the crime lab can keep going when that money runs out. In the Tri-Cities, efforts to create a recovery center are moving forward. Comprehensive Healthcare, which has its headquarters in Yakima, has been selected to provide crisis services. Right now, officials are still working out exactly what services will be offered, and they're working on creating the physical space for the center.
We've identified the building on Bruno Street as a location for the crisis services, and so what needs to happen is there's an architect looking at that in terms of what updates and improvements for the building to bring it up to code, but then also a design process to make sure that the facility matches what the needs are for the services. And so we're just at the very beginning of that process.
Now, this work has been underway for years now. Officials tell us it would be ambitious to have the center open within a year, but they are expecting sometime within the next 2 years is when those resources should be available. The city of West Richland is preparing to hold a hearing that could be the first step towards allowing pot shops within city limits. The city says a survey earlier this year showed that 48% of the people who weighed in support allowing marijuana sales, while about 34% are opposed. The West Richland Planning Commission is set to meet next Thursday, August 10th, and the city says commission members will consider the request to allow pot shops and concerns, including a possible impact on crime, before making a recommendation to the city council. Now, earlier this year, the city of Pasco voted to allow pot shops within city limits after months of heated debate. Pasco does not allow cannabis production or processing within city limits, but the new rule does allow up to 4 stores as long as they open at a distance from schools, playgrounds, public transit, and other community centers. Tonight, we're keeping an eye on wildfire smoke around the region. Some of what is impacting our area coming from wildfires in central and southern Oregon, as you can see here on this map. One of those fires in Oregon is the Bedrock Fire, burning in the Willamette National Forest between Eugene and Bend. So far, this fire has burned more than 12,000 acres, and it's considered about 5% contained, with hundreds of firefighters working to get it under control. Now, coming up tomorrow, the Oregon State Fire Marshal is going to be moving firefighters and equipment to Jefferson County, at least through the weekend, so that they're in a central location and can mobilize faster if a fire breaks out. The Oregon State Fire Marshal says the firefighters could be stationed there longer than the weekend if needed. And Stacey, that's something you've been telling us about, that we're seeing some of that lightning kind of move across Oregon tonight.
We're starting to see it tonight, and it's going to be moving to the north as we speak. Let's talk about our temperatures right now. It's a warm one. It's 97 degrees. We have light winds at 5 miles per hour. Our sunset tonight at 8:24. Our Giza Skycam in Pasco this evening. Let's take a look at other temperatures around the area. Still nice and warm out there. 80s in the Kittitas Valley. We're in the mid 90s there in the Yakima Valley. We're up in the upper 90s here in Tri-Cities. Already down in the 80s in the Walla Walla Basin there in Blue Mountains. Let's take a look at our 24-hour temperature trends for Tri-Cities. Again, 80s, eventually dropping down into the 60s tonight. You'll be at 76 by 9 tomorrow and up to 93. But again, smoke and haze still going to be a problem. You're going to see those clouds developing as we can see some scattered showers. Yakima's 24-hour temperature trend will be down in the 70s and 60s overnight, moving up into the 70s and low 90s tomorrow afternoon. So temperatures are going to cool down slightly. If you're hitting the links this weekend, pretty good weather, a little bit of smoke and haze out there. Get those early tea times as those temps are still warm. So cooler temps on the way. We're going to see some scattered thunderstorms for several days in a row coming up throughout the region, and we stay unsettled into the weekend. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. We are right in the middle of wildfire season, but what many people don't realize is that sometimes fire escape plans in your home need to be planned according to greatest needs. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo says it's about getting every person in the family involved.
People with disabilities are one of the most vulnerable groups involved in home or building fires. The National Fire Protection Association says between 2018 and 2022, there were 63 deadly fires in Washington state, involving people who had physical or mental disabilities.
It's a little bit different. Every family is unique in the way that their house is set up, the way they do their work. Each person is unique in their needs. So it's about making that plan with your family, working with whatever their disability might be, whatever their handicap might be, working with that to figure out what the best plan is.
Each person in their home should have input about the best way to escape.
And make sure your plan is taking that into account, what that need is of that person. So, and then always in part of your plan, should be making sure you have early warning devices. So making sure you have working CO alarms, making sure you have working smoke alarms that alert throughout the whole home so that if it goes off in one side of the house, everybody knows what's happening.
It's also important to put the plan into action. Practice, practice, practice. Fire experts say people can interconnect their smoke alarms. If one sounds, they all sound. However, smoke alarms do expire and they should be replaced every 10 years. There are programs that can help.
So you do make several different types of smoke alarms depending again on what your need or what your preference is. And we can actually provide those free. They're done through the American Red Cross, and you can contact them or your local fire department and they can help you get those devices. So they make ones with strobe lights in them, so it'll alarm just like a regular smoke alarm, and then it has a really bright light that'll start flashing. A lot of hearing impaired people use those as symbols or signals.
You can find equipment in home improvement stores, websites, or using a search engine to look for smoke alarms. Smoke alarm accessories such as pillow or bed shakers, transmitters, or receivers. Anna Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
You can also contact your local fire department if you need help checking or replacing your smoke alarms, or if you need some input on creating that escape plan. New tonight, we're learning more about the plan to defend the person accused of violently killing 4 University of Idaho students in an off-campus home last fall. Court filings show lawyers for Bryan Kohberger plan to argue that he was out on a long drive alone during the time when the attack happened. His attorneys say he has a habit of taking those drives. Now, the trial is set to begin in October, and a not guilty plea has been entered on Kohberger's behalf. We are talking about some stormy weather outside the region that could have an impact on what we see here in our area. Stacey Lee's tracking that in your first alert forecast. And still ahead tonight, Washington Senator Patty Murray talking about efforts to mitigate wildfire damage all across the West. Stay with us.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
US Cellular, built for us.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find deep discounts on every sofa, dining table, and bed. Like the Mainstay sofa, now only $6.99. The Martin Dining Group, only $3.99. The Glenwood Queen Bed, just $7.99. And the Queen Size Summit, now only $299.99. Plus, 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Jonathan Majors on trial. Next extra. What went down on day one? We're inside the courtroom, and what's next for his future in Hollywood? Then Dennis Quaid's new music for the sinners of the world. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a Pit Boss grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite decking and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you gonna build?
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal deal, with fries, drink, and a sundae, is the best full-size meal deal of all.
Cheeseburger.
Chicken strips.
And he can't believe he got a full-size meal for just $7.
Can't believe I got a full-size meal for just $7.
That's a $7 meal deal, and that's what's up at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages packed with everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. Not a member? Not a problem. No membership is required during our open house, August 1st through the 15th. Stop in, check us out, and join over 1 million Northwest families saving more every day. Save now during our open house with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
E.T. certified country exclusive with Ernest.
Come on, E.T., here's my home on wheels.
His life on tour with Morgan Wallen and Hardy.
The Three Amigos, Three Stooges.
Next E.T.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $600 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 14th through 20th.
We have a consumer alert tonight. More than 91,000 brand new Hyundai and Kias are being recalled because of a risk that they could catch fire. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the vehicle's fuel pumps could overheat and start on fire. Impacted models include the Hyundai Palisade, Tucson, Sonata, Elantra, and Kona, and then the Kia Seltos, Soul, and Sportage. Owners impacted by the recall will get notification letters between now and September, but in the meantime, the companies are recommending that you park outside and away from buildings, just in case. Well, colleges and universities will be opening their doors for the fall coming up very soon, but before getting to campus, experts say that incoming freshmen should make a mental health plan. ABC's Rena Roy says that students and parents need to be thinking about this now before the school year even starts.
Going to college can be a big life change.
Things are changing academically, making new social connections. Some people are leaving home to go to college.
And Dr. Laura Erickson Schroth at the JED Foundation, a nonprofit that focuses on teen and young adult mental health, says the transition can impact students' mental well-being.
Anyone, even those young people who don't have prior mental health struggles, can have a hard time adjusting.
Dr. Erickson Schroth's advice to those starting college is to think about community and connection, which she says are the keys to good mental health.
If you have friends and family that you're leaving behind and connections to teachers and coaches, you're going to have to reestablish those kinds of relationships. So think about maybe clubs you want to join.
Remember to exercise.
And it doesn't mean you have to join the gym or a sports team. You can do things like yoga, walking, dancing, anything where you're moving your body.
Prioritize sleep.
Sleep really changes when you go to college. You're not living at home with your family where you may have a curfew or a time that you need to go to bed. Now that's all up to you.
And if something's not feeling right, reach out for help. Different schools have different mental health services, and Dr. Erickson Schroth suggests reaching out with questions before difficulties arise.
You can say, what types of therapy are available? How many sessions are there? Are they free? Can I use my insurance?
If students already have a therapist, make a plan to continue treatment to avoid gaps in care.
Are you going to be sticking with that treatment team? So is your therapist able to see you for telehealth sessions? Are they licensed in the state where you're going to school?
Dr. Erickson Schroth encourages parents of first-time college students to make sure their child knows they can reach out if they're having a hard time.
You can never tell your kids that you love them enough. Say it over and over again. Let them know that no matter what's going on with them, they can always come to you.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, it's been another hot day. Let's start out taking a peek outside at our Legends Columbia Point Skycam. 97 degrees. It's warm. Light winds at 5 miles per hour. Our humidity is at 16%, so on the low side. Sunset at 8:24 tonight. Things are changing. We haven't had a big change in the weather in quite a while, so get ready. We're going to see some big changes. Right now, 94 in Yakima, 95 in Toppenish, 89 in Pendleton, 86 in Walla Walla, 86 in Dayton. Planning your evening out again. Those temperatures will start to cool down pretty quickly in Yakima tonight, down to 80 degrees by 9. In the Tri-Cities, a little bit warmer, cooling down to the 80s. We still have smoke and haze in the area to deal with overnight, and in Walla Walla, a little smoke and haze there as well, down to 82 degrees by 9 o'clock this evening. Our satellite and radar, that ridge of low pressure's got some wraparound moisture coming up. This is monsoonal moisture, meaning that it's kind of humid, muggy, and it's pretty unsettled. Creates thunder and lightning in our region, and we have been seeing that already today. Now this ridge of low pressure is going to start moving north towards our area, and that's going to start allowing those thunder showers to develop in the region. Blue Mountains, Tri-Cities area, even into the East Slopes and into the Cascades. Here's the active weather going on right now. South of Pendleton, again, lots of lightning and thunder going on this evening. Any lightning strikes could start some fires there. Here's what the outlook is for tomorrow. Again, we'll see most of that moisture staying south of Tri-Cities, but gradually moving into the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities and eventually into the Kittitas Valley, and again widespread. So that's going to be the active weather pattern. We're going to see this at least for a couple more days and even parts of next week. Here's Futurecast. Again, we'll move out. You'll see potentially some showers beginning in the morning. Heppner first, moving into Pendleton, Hermiston, wrapping around hit or miss Tri-Cities into the lower valley there. And again, this darker color denotes that we could see some thunder and lightning, and again swirling around. So it's a really light chance of it happening, but I do think we will see some rain showers and maybe even a couple of claps of thunder or lightning. That red flag warning in place for eastern Oregon, northeastern Oregon, that is, in place till 11 o'clock on Friday. Let's take a look at the breezy and gusty winds. We'll see those winds picking up in the Kittitas Valley. Winds are fairly light this evening in the Columbia Basin, but starting to pick up a little bit this evening. As we get to tomorrow and those storms start to pass through the area, you'll see brief heavy winds and brief heavy downpours when those storms hit our region. So again, look for some breezy to gusty winds. Air quality has been a concern. We've been seeing smoke and haze in the area. We're moderate this evening in the Columbia Basin. That should improve overnight as the smoke starts to move on out of the area. Breezy and hazy for the Yakima, Kittitas Valleys tonight. 50s and 60s for the temperatures in the Columbia Basin. A little bit warmer. Again, smoke and haze to deal with this evening. 66 Tri-Cities, 61 in Prosser. Looking over into the Blue Mountains again, we'll see those temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Look for smoky, hazy conditions. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow's daytime highs. Once again, 80s and 90s, but You see it's gradually coming down, and we might not even hit that warm because of the cloud cover tomorrow. Again, chance of showers through the area. Look at those temperatures in the 90s down to the lower 90s by Sunday. In Yakima, 90s, breezy conditions, and again 20 to 30% chance of rain through Sunday. Same thing in Walla Walla, hazy conditions. Haze should start to improve this weekend. 20 to 30% chance of rain. All right, I'll get to your travel forecast for the weekend. It's on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. And we are talking about more fires burning around the Pacific Northwest. That is coming up in just a moment.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-277-1540.
Next live from Grownish, Marcus Scribner.
Cheers, Junior.
Dad, it's Andre now.
Bro, facts.
Plus, it's summer school week.
Tomorrow morning at 9 on Cap KView.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bath Fitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
I'm loving a pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, loving a pizza. I've been loving a pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, and Yakima's home.
How about a pizza from Tony's Big Cheese for dinner tonight?
And with some amazing cheese bread. And yummy chicken wings. I want Segway.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Washington Senator Patty Murray visited Chelan County today to meet with firefighters and the Forest Service to learn about wildfire activity across the state. Now, both Washington senators have been working on getting federal funding for wildfire prevention efforts in Washington. Senator Murray says she is also focused on making sure that firefighters don't face pay cuts. We are seeing large fires burning tens of thousands of acres in Oregon and now Idaho as well. And most of the fires in Idaho are burning in fairly remote areas, which does mean less devastation to communities, but it can also mean that the wildfires keep growing, sending more and more smoke into the air. And we are seeing some smoky haze in the region this evening. Apple Valley News Now's Stacy Lee has a look, though, at cooling temperatures still ahead in your First Alert forecast.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Sweetie Pie?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid this closet is full. Do you really need all of these shirts?
I was waiting until I could fit into them again.
And how's that going?
Well, not so well.
This closet isn't getting any bigger. How about we make some space?
I guess I could pick a few out and
Good.
Donate them to Goodwill.
Your donations to Goodwill support our local Employment Connection Center, a free walk-in job search assistance program.
Good job. Goodwill.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $600 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $600 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Well, Adidas says it made more than $400 million from the first release of Yeezy sneakers that were left sitting in storage after Adidas cut ties with the rapper formerly known as Kanye West. After anti-Semitic comments by Ye, Adidas decided not to sell the shoes in stores, but they said they also didn't want to destroy them. So the Yeezys are now being sold online. It's not clear if Ye is making money off of those sales. Adidas says it is donating at least some of the money from the shoes to groups fighting anti-Semitism. Tonight we are talking about some cooling temperatures coming in your forecast as we look towards the weekend. That's coming up in just a moment. Plus, we are also talking about the efforts to, we're talking about President Trump's day in a DC courtroom. That is coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
And we have breaking news out of Richland tonight. New ballots counted today in the August primary show Richland School District voters have recalled 3 school board members. The Benton County Elections Administrator says the remaining ballots that are left to count under 500, and that won't be enough to change the outcome. Semi Bird, Kari Williams, and Audra Bird were voted out by more than 1,000 votes. 54% of voters in favor of a recall for both Bird and Bird. 53% of voters were in favor of a recall for Williams. They needed at least 50% to pass that recall. The three have to be out of their offices by August 15th. Now, Williams, at the moment, is still in a tight race in second place for District 4 for re-election, so we'll be tracking that if she is on the ballot coming up in November. Today is the first day of the Moxie Hop Festival at Moxie City Park, which is put on by the East Valley Community Enhancement Association. They're expecting at least 32 food vendors, another 34 booths, with everything from clothes to arts and crafts. There are also activities for all ages, a dunk tank, mechanical bowl, live music, karaoke, and games for the kids, plus a beer garden with more than a dozen varieties of beer and wine from a local winery for the adults. There's a fireworks display tomorrow night, and then on Saturday, a pancake breakfast in the park, parade, 5K race through the hop fields, volleyball competition, a barbecue cook-off, and free family swim at the Moxie Pool.
An all-around small town experience. You don't see that much anymore. It's not commercialized, it's homegrown, it's a different feeling in a small town when you have this come together.
The festival is open until 9 o'clock tonight. It continues tomorrow from 4 in the afternoon till midnight, then Saturday from 7 a.m. until midnight. There is a charge to get into the beer garden, but the event itself is free. It's also the first Thursday of August, and in Kennewick, that means a full slate of events as well. There's live music and a scavenger hunt in the downtown area, plus the farmers market at the Kennewick Public Market is open until 7, and art galleries are open late this evening, so you have time to check them out.
The businesses opening up and staying open a little bit later. It's good for the community, and we all support each other down here. It's like a small town, really. And so the more we can help each other out, the more people will come.
Now, First Thursdays happen every month in downtown Kennewick. The art market and the farmers market go through October. And Stacy, we've been talking about some slightly maybe less hot temperatures out there. It feels pretty pleasant out tonight.
It's still on the warm side, though. Look at this, 97. We actually came up a degree from the last hour. 97 degrees right now, 87 in Ellensburg, 94 in Yakima, 86 Walla Walla, 86 in Dayton. And so, yes, still a warm day, but we're going to have a little bit of a cool down coming. Let's take a look at our almanac. Our forecast was 95, normal 92, so just a few degrees above average, and we're actually going to start dropping below that. Record was for 104 degrees in 2015. Tri-Cities 99 was the forecast. I think we hit 97 today, normal 94, so just a few degrees above, and 109. And you always see this 1898 here, and it wasn't that year was just super hot. That's when we started keeping weather records in Washington State. So if you see that one come up a lot, that is why that happens. Here's our 7-day planning forecast. Again, we'll see temperatures dropping down into the 80s in the middle part of next week. If you're hitting the road, warm and dry for most of the area, sunny and cool on the coast, smoky in central Oregon, and even on the west side. Those gas prices have not helped us at all this summer. Temperatures in Seattle look lovely, a little bit of overcast conditions on Saturday. Moving into the Portland area, we'll see temperatures in the 80s and 90s. Gets a little trickier if you're heading to Spokane because of the active weather forecast. Again, chance of some thunder showers, hazy conditions there, 20% chance of rain on Saturday. So more to get to. Your first alert full weather forecast is on the way. Melissa?
Thanks, Stacey. We were talking about smoke. Some of what is impacting our area is coming from those wildfires in central and southern Oregon. One of those, the Bedrock Fire, that's burning in the Willamette National Forest between Eugene and Bend. And fire officials say most of the fires in Oregon this year have been caused by people.
Across Central Oregon, we've seen 117 human-caused starts in comparison to 30 lightning-caused starts. That's a significant number of human-caused starts when you look at that total.
So far, the Bedrock Fire has burned more than 12,000 acres. It is still out of control, considered about 5% contained as of tonight. Making national headlines this evening, today, former President Trump appeared in a D.C. courtroom to face charges related to what happened on January 6th of 2021. This is his third grand jury indictment in the past 4 months. ABC's Justin Finch has the latest from our nation's capital.
After his arraignment, former President Donald Trump again denouncing these charges against him as political persecution. Before a federal magistrate judge in D.C., former President Donald Trump entered a not guilty plea to all 4 criminal counts he was charged with by special counsel Jack Smith. Smith indicted Trump on felony charges, including conspiracy to defraud the United States and conspiracy against rights, meaning Trump is accused of stopping people from exercising their right to vote. The judge explaining to Trump he could face more than 50 years in prison if convicted on all 4 counts. Trump was released on conditions including not communicating facts about the case to anyone Trump knows to be a witness unless through counsel or with counsel present. He spoke on the tarmac at a D.C. area airport before heading back to his New Jersey estate.
When you look at what's happening, this is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
Trump is now set for a pretrial hearing for August 28th in Smith's sweeping investigation, alleging he and his allies plotted to overturn his 2020 election loss to Joe Biden, culminating in the deadly January 6th riot at the Capitol.
The attack on our nation's Capitol on January 6th, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
The indictment also accusing Trump of knowingly promoting false election fraud claims and pressuring former Vice President Mike Pence to reject electoral votes on January 6th. Trump's defense team is blasting this latest indictment as an attack on his free speech, but Trump's former attorney general is hitting back, saying free speech does not give one the right to engage in fraudulent conspiracy. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Trending tonight, Lizzo is facing a lawsuit from 3 former dancers, saying the artist subjected them to harassment and a hostile work environment. Lizzo is known for uplifting messages and body positivity, but the lawsuit says one former dancer felt pressured to explain her weight gain in order to keep her job. That dancer telling CNN she also endured a grueling rehearsal that she described as a re-audition even after being hired.
It took me actually until leaving the camp that I figured out that everything that went on was bad, because I just chalked it up to, oh, Lizzo might be a diva, or, this is just the industry. This is what we go through.
Now, Lizzo responded to the lawsuit with a statement on social media saying the claims are too outrageous not to be addressed, adding, quote, "These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on the tour was inappropriate and unprofessional," end quote. In your health news tonight, a panel of experts that advises the CDC says all infants under 8 months of age should be getting a new antibody shot to protect against severe RSV. Nirsevimab is the first product available to protect all newborns against RSV, and it is expected to be added to the CDC's childhood immunization schedule just as soon as the CDC director signs off. It's a ready-made antibody that binds to the virus and then blocks it from infecting healthy cells. The panel says possible side effects could be a rash or injection site pain. Now, the panel also recommended that certain infants ages 8 to 19 months get a second dose of that shot to help them through their second RSV season, but that would only be if they have underlying health issues. A Louisiana woman is suing the makers of popular drugs Ozempic and Mounjaro. She claims that Novo Nordisk failed to warn people about severe stomach problems that could happen if people take those kinds of drugs. Andrew Dimbert reports the drug maker says it gave people plenty of warning.
The manufacturers of Ozempic and Mounjaro, the diabetes drug popular for aiding in weight loss, are facing a lawsuit regarding alleged side effects. Demand for Ozempic and Mounjaro exploded as people documented their success stories using the drugs, which are approved to treat type 2 diabetes, but can also be prescribed off-label for weight loss. In the new lawsuit, a woman says she lost 150 pounds, but claims the manufacturers failed to adequately warn about the risk of gastroparesis, a condition in which the movement of food out of the stomach slows or stops. She has not yet been officially diagnosed with the condition.
Her problems have been so severe that she's been to the emergency room multiple times, including last weekend.
ABC News medical contributor Dr. Darian Sutton says so-called stomach paralysis has been seen in isolated cases, but has not been seen in large studies.
It is absolutely brutal. Patients often come in with severe dehydration and electrolyte abnormalities, and many have their symptoms are so difficult to control that they have to be admitted to the hospital.
The drugs come with clear warnings about side effects like nausea and vomiting, and a warning about a delay in gastric emptying is on the label. And the drug makers say the medication has been extensively studied. Novo Nordisk, maker of Ozempic, saying gastrointestinal events are well-known side effects, adding the majority are mild to moderate and typically only occur for a short duration. Eli Lilly, maker of Mounjaro, tells ABC News, "We actively engage in monitoring and reporting safety information for all our medicines." Meanwhile, many employers are now cutting off insurance coverage for similar weight loss drugs, which can cost more than $1,300 a month, straining employer-funded health plans. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Now, as for that new lawsuit, Novo Nordisk says that extreme gastric problems can come from a variety of things, including type 2 diabetes to start with. Well, it seems people are no longer flocking to use Threads, which is Meta's rival to Twitter. The data says that Threads' daily active user count is down 82% from its launch as of Monday. The report says just 8 million users access the app every day, which is the lowest that it's been ever since the day after it was released. At that time, the daily active users peaked at roughly 44 million. Now, Threads' daily active user count still falling at a rate of roughly 1% per day. Meta is reportedly looking at adding retention-driving hooks to keep users engaged. All right, well, instead of social media, how about you get outside? We are already talking about the weekend. Apple Valley News Now's Stacey Lee is also talking about some cooler temperatures that are coming our way. Plus, we are talking about a new possible application for artificial intelligence. How about classical music? That's next.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 14th through 20th.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal deal, with fries, drink, and a sundae, is the best full-size meal deal of all.
Cheeseburger. Chicken strips.
And he can't believe he got a full-size meal for just $7.
Can't believe I got a full-size meal for just $7.
That's a $7 meal deal, and that's what's up at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Los Lonely Boys, live in concert.
How far is heaven?
Friday, August 4th at Legends Casino Hotel.
Sensual. Ooh, she's so sensual.
Los Lonely Boys.
When will I
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the casino gift shop. Los Lonely Boys, live at Legends Casino Hotel, Friday, August 4th.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find deep discounts on every sofa, dining table, and bed. Like the Mainstay sofa, now only $6.99. The Martin Dining Group, only $3.99. The Glenwood Queen Bed, just $7.99. And the Queen Size Summit, now only $299.99. Plus, 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Welcome to Avira Auto Sales, your buy here, pay here, family-owned car lot. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments. We work with you to get you approved. And now until the end of summer, mention this ad and get $1,000 off your purchase. So come see us today at 3310 Main Street in Union Gap, next to the Union Gap Food Mart, or visit us online at aviraAutosales.com.
Back to school savings are here at More Furniture. It's the best time to set your kids up for success with a dreamy new bedroom. This twin bunk bed with sturdy construction is only $395. Choose this version to maximize space and storage for only $575, or create space to dream with this bookcase option. Still only $575. Anyone you choose is available in 2 color options. Only at More Furniture, where everyone buys furniture for less.
Kelly needs new floors, so she went to the flooring experts at LL Flooring, and it was as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Floor.
Step 1, find the material that works for you.
Had to be hound-proof.
Step 2, browse your style and your budget.
Blonde wood, naturally.
Step 3, pick the right floor at the right price. Step 4, floor. Enjoy. LL Flooring. Every step covered. Right now, save up to 20% on more than 200 floors. Visit LL Flooring today.
Tomorrow, the Writers Guild of America is set to return to the negotiating table with movie and television studios. They've been on strike for more than 3 months now, calling for changes in staffing, changes in pay, and new rules on using artificial intelligence in script writing. Now, this concern over using artificial intelligence to create art has been an ongoing debate. The Baltimore Symphony Orchestra is now teaming up with an artificial intelligence company to create a symphony. Brianna Ross talked to the human minds behind this innovative project.
We really want to take a look at, especially with the buzz around AI, not only if you can generate music, but also if we could take influences from other types of popular musicians like Taylor Swift and really imagine what it would feel like if someone created a classical, composition in that same style.
What started as just playing around with notes and rhythms is now the basis of a Baltimore Symphony Orchestra performance. The BSO and the Greater Baltimore Committee teamed up with Perry and his team at MindGrub to put on AI in A minor, a concert where 2 BSO ensembles will perform music all composed by artificial intelligence.
The BSO has always had, I think, a history for risk-taking, innovation. This is taking that to a new level. It is the first time we are ever doing anything like this.
The music will have influences from classic composers like Mozart and modern composers like Philip Glass. Everything from the concert ads to the drink menu are also created by AI.
It's really bringing together this amazing expertise of tech and thinking on the boundaries of what AI can do for all industries.
Our goal is to really explore what's possible and then use that information and apply it to music, to art, to creativity, to healthcare, and look at all the different ways that we can apply this across multiple disciplines.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your Thursday today. A little on the warm side, still sitting 97 degrees right now on our Dust Devil, Geisa Skycam in Pasco. Winds at 5 miles per hour. Our sunset tonight at 8:24. The boys are hitting the field. Looks like a great night for the game. And again, those temperatures will start to cool as we move through the evening. 85 in Ellensburg, 94 in Yakima, 89 right now Pendleton, 85 Walla Walla. It's 95 in Prosser. Let's plan your evening out in Yakima again. We'll get into the 80s by 7, down to 80 degrees by 9, so it should be pleasant a little bit later on. Dealing with some smoke and haze in the air. It has impacted our air quality. We're down to 83 tonight by 9 in the Tri-Cities. In Walla Walla, 80s, hazy, sorry, you're going to have to deal with those hazy conditions for a couple more days. 82 degrees, though, at 9 o'clock tonight. Let's take a look at satellite and radar. Ridge of low pressure. We've got active weather swirling around this ridge, and again, that's creating thunder and lightning storms here in central Oregon, moving into the northeast corner tonight, staying south of the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. Now, this ridge is going to start moving up to the north, and that's going to bring more rain and showers to our region overnight or into the early morning hours of the Columbia Basin. Heavy lightning, though, coming down, and any lightning strikes outside of the cell where the rain is coming from could spark new fires. So that is a concern tonight. And again, there's a red flag warning. Pretty active cell. It's starting to lighten up, but I've been watching this all afternoon. And again, it's that upper level system. Now let's look at Friday's potential. That's that system sitting right here. It's going to be moving into the north as that ridge of low pressure moves on up. And again, we'll have those scattered showers all through the region for tomorrow, eventually moving to the west into the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. Here's our future cast to kind of give that a little time frame for you. Here's where we'll start to see those overnight showers early morning: Heppner, Pendleton, Hermiston, then moving into, or maybe just missing, Tri-Cities, lower basin there as well, lower Yakima Valley, excuse me. You see the heavier showers here. Again, Heppner all the way up to the Horse Heaven Hills. And again, we'll see that moisture moving through the area. So a few raindrops and maybe a few thunderbolts or claps of lightning. That's possible even through Saturday afternoon. So very unsettled weather headed into the weekend, and those lightning strikes, fire danger remains high in this portion here in the pink till 11 o'clock on Friday. Let's take a look at our smoke and haze. Again, we've been talking about that. It should start to get a little bit better again by midnight. We've had it throughout the day, moving on out of the way, but there's tons of fires around, and all we have to do is get a shift in the winds, and consistently get that smoke and haze. We do have moderate air quality this evening from Moses Lake down into Hermiston and Pendleton, Tri-Cities. Yakima looking pretty good, as well as Dayton. Just starting to see that haze here in the foothills of the Blues along the Walla Walla area. Temperatures overnight tonight, again, breezy, hazy in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. 68 Tri-Cities, 62 Pendleton, 66 Walla Walla and Yakima, 62 in Ellensburg. Tomorrow's daytime highs, again, a few degrees cooler with some scattered showers or thunder showers through the region, so be aware of that. Weather photos, we love to get those. This one's from Dee Hahn. Again, that's that smoke and haze in Walla Walla. She likes to ride her bike and take pictures and send them in, so send yours to S. Lee at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Here's your short-term forecast into the weekend. Again, hazy with a chance of showers and thunder showers all weekend long. Same thing in Yakima with temperatures dropping down into the 80s on Sunday, and in Walla Walla, chance of showers with some breezy winds. Back to you, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Thanks, Stacey. We'll be right back after this.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Catch a glimpse of greatness when the Epson Tour LPGA Tournament comes to Pendleton for the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic. Join us on the greens August 14th through the 20th, when over 140 professional golfers from around the world compete for a chance to play in the LPGA. Tickets are just $5, perfect for fans and families to enjoy. Cheer on these talented golfers in person when the Epson Tour comes to Pendleton. Purchase your tickets today at wildhorseresort.com.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
You feel like summer, baby, dancing in the lobby. Still catching feelings for you. Feels for you. Feelings for you. Hey! You feel like summer, baby.
Good morning, America.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages packed with everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. Not a member? Not a problem. No membership is required during our open house, August 1st through the 15th. Stop in, check us out, and join over 1 million Northwest families saving more every day. Save now during our open house with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The Washington State Department of Agriculture is offering to reimburse farmers for using compost. The state legislature created the Compost Reimbursement Program earlier this year, and it means that commercial farmers who buy compost from a qualified business then submit soil samples showing that they used it can be reimbursed for half the cost, up to $10,000. You'll be able to apply for reimbursement starting in September, but it is a first-come, first-served program with somewhat limited funding, and WSDA says you can sign up now to get a notification when that window opens. Now we are talking about some good news for gardeners. Possible rain in the forecast. That's in your 7-day coming up next.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course, it's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Moxie is the place to be!
What do you love about Moxie Office?
I like that you can play a whole bunch of games.
The food.
It's a good time. We love the people.
What do you love about Moxie Office? Everything.
Moxie is the place to be!
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast. And Stacy, I'm loving the cooler temperatures and then maybe even a chance of rain. This is exciting.
We haven't had rain in several weeks or any notable amount. Now it's really hard to predict this kind of weather pattern. It's swirling around. Let's take a look at Yakima again. We're seeing, 20 and 30% chance of rain, but our models are showing it coming in. The thing is, as we get closer to that time period, it could change it out. But yeah, those temperatures back to the 80s briefly. On Sunday, a little bit warmer on Monday, and then back to the 80s for the middle of the week for Yakima. So not a bad looking forecast there. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, again, trickier. I'm pretty sure we will see a little bit of rain here, but again, it was kind of already moving, like skirting around us as it does. But again, chance of rain throughout the weekend for us as well. Temperatures in the 90s, even the upper 80s there for Tuesday, Wednesday. So pretty seasonable temperatures for this time of year. Walla Walla, more than likely. The foothills of the Blues, the closer to the mountains, they tend to get more of that rain and precip. So that's what that's looking like there. And again, those temperatures in the 80s and 90s. So little cool down, little moisture. I'm for it.
It's a nice time to just get out and enjoy the outdoors.
There you go.
Last couple weeks before school. Thanks so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11.